For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
In the last few weeks, one of Australia's biggest banks made the move to go completely cashless.
Can you imagine a bank without cash?
In the past year, hundreds of bank branches have closed, signaling a shift towards digital transactions. And this trend isn't isolated to Australia only, it's global. And we're seeing a significant push towards a cashless society. Is this shift about convenience or is it about control?
The smart mark has brought order to my life.
Alongside this transition, an estimated 50,000 to 100,000 people worldwide have opted into microchip implants inside of their body.
All money is to be in those chips.
It's called money. It's the thing we need in order to buy and sell. And it's nice to have some. Can you imagine there ever being a time when men will not use money? A cashless society?
We currently are pretty much a cashless society. So you can think of biopayments making us a cardless and also the need for your phone society, where everything is secured via my bio and I do not have to have a physical card or have my phone to process a payment.
A number could be assigned at birth and follow one throughout life, and most likely will be implanted on the back of the right or left hand for convenience, so it'll be easy to scan at stores. And it could be used as a universal identification card that would eventually replace all present forms of credit cards, passports, driver's licenses, and that sort of thing.
That grain of rice is your entire wallet, or?
Yes, it's your digital ID, your wallet, can be your passport, your key.
I think it's the wave of the future that we'll all have implanted sessions that have our medical records.
So you would do it?
Sure.
This is the mark of the beast.
Governments around the world have been relentless in their push for digital currency and digital ID. Now, I have continually warned here in this place that this is a recipe for disaster. What happens when your data is hacked? What happens when the government blocks your access to money or services as punishment for stepping out of line, like Nigel Farage? There's an example. What happens when you exceed your carbon limit and you discover that your ability to buy and sell is suddenly cut off?
I think we're all going to be microchipped one day.
God, I hope not.
Would you opt in or opt out?
I would definitely opt out. I don't trust the government for a start.
That would be okay, yeah.
Would you get it, would you say?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's considerate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would not. I mean, I'm not a dog.
They're going to introduce it gently and slowly and softly, right? They're only exposing that technology to you right now. So they're showing you this is what we've got. Yep. This is what we're presenting you. Yep. What haven't they got? That they're not telling you. What have they got that they're not telling you?
So that we're being programmed to get used to it, right?
Exactly, we're being conditioned.
And so then once it actually comes out, we're already, used to the idea of it being, pushed out in full force, that it's more accepted, right?
It's not about being accepted. We've got no choice.
For people like Kayla Suzanne, embracing technology in the future is a clear way forward.
So little birdie on the street told me that you have something in your body.
Yeah, I do.
And what is that thing?
I've got an implant. It's a dual frequency implant.
Is having a microchip in your hand made your life easier?
Absolutely. I've got multiple businesses. I don't have to carry around a handful of business cards, and it leaves an impression.
What are your personal thoughts on Australia becoming cashless as a society?
Contrary to what you might think that I would prefer, I do not agree with it. I think it takes a lot of control away. I think if there was a chip implant for a payment, I would use it for convenience, but I certainly wouldn't want to just completely give all my power away to...
How much did yours cost?
Maybe $200. It wasn't too bad.
And the procedure took what, like instant?
It's like getting your belly button pierced or something. It's just a quick in, out, Band-Aid.
Reminds me of myself. Next question. Would you personally get the Neuralink?
Yeah? It's very weird, but biohacking is about using tools to be more efficient. I think that's pretty cool.
I happen to know a few things internationally. That I know that there's a company in the US who's arguing that people already use mobile phones today and they have biometrics on those mobile phones, fingerprint or face, whatever, right? And what that basically means is that you've got already a connectivity to do with your person and your functionality. So why not just take the next step, which is basically, chip in your arm, and who needs a mobile phone anymore? And of course, there are a few high-tech people who actually have already gone down that route and actually have chipped themselves and are using it as part of their own experiments or whatever. But the idea of pushing this more generally into the population, and I can't help but say, well, you just have a ish and you have central bank digital currency, put those two things together, and what have you got?
Indeed.